thought I'd bring you out here and show you around to some of the plants and some stuff that I have growing. This is the container I was talking about with some of you online that I got for $30, and planted a bunch of Bonnie vegetable plants in here, and they've just been doing fantastic. You see right over here I have cherry tomatoes that are growing, and I first started learning about how to trim these up, and I got a little carried away, and I ended up hacking off almost the entire plant. So I still have a lot of good leaves on here though to catch the sun. I don't think the tomatoes themselves have minded it one bit. I've had tons of them, and I've been picking them off every few days as we go along, and so they've been fantastic. Same thing with my green peppers back here. This is actually a red variety that I have growing. See, I have one right there, and then over here I think I have 7 of them total that are growing. There's another one right here, a couple big boys back there. Actually, I put this little rod stand into this one because the fruit were getting so heavy. The green peppers were getting so heavy on it, I was worried it was going to start folding over, so I did that. If I spin this thing around here, I added this little habanero one a little bit late. I had 2 mild jalapenos growing right next to each other, and one day after a strong wind and rainstorm, the one just quickly died off, so I put a little habanero plant in there, and it hasn't produced any fruit yet, but it's leafy and growing and happy, and the jalapeno right next to it is going crazy. I have jalapenos growing literally everywhere. And I think a couple of them are just about ready. I was going to chop them up and put them on some nachos later on today, so especially this big fat one right here, I think it might be time for him. I don't know too much about pruning up the leaves on a pepper plant. I got a little bit concerned because you could see all of these, leaves up here. I'm afraid I'm not having a lot of sun coming down through it, but I don't even know if the jalapenos specifically need it. Because they're just, they're producing all sorts of stuff. Here's a little guy I have growing right here too. Oh, and look right up above him. Look at that little one. I can't wait to eat you. And then next to that I have my cucumbers. I have 2 cucumbers in here. I have a straight 8 and let's see what this one says, a brush hybrid. Now the brush hybrid isn't doing much of anything. But the straight 8 actually is making a cucumber. And there it is right there. And it's the only one that's growing, and it looks fantastic. And I'm pretty sure we're going to eat it in the next couple days. It looks pretty good. I'm at about, what is that, 6 inches in green? It's about time to eat that one. The brush I've been having a whole bunch of problems with, but the straight 8, I've started getting a fungus. Here, let me turn this around so you can see. Now you'll see here's the leaves on the brushless one, and they look fantastic. They don't look bad at all, but on this one I'm starting to get fungus. You can see that white fungus that's kind of growing on it. You see as I move that around, all that stuff that's coming off of there. There's actually 2 types of fungus on cucumbers that they get. One of them is a downy fungus, and the other one's a powdery fungus. And I'm pretty sure that this is the powdery fungus because it tends to happen when you have really hot days and cool nights. And here in Orlando, Florida, that's exactly what we've been getting. We've been getting really cool nights and really hot days. The downy fungus that grows has to do with really wet weather and stuff, and I don't think that's what we're seeing here. I'm pretty sure that this is the powdery one. It used to be a lot worse. I haven't treated it, I haven't done anything to it, and it's starting to go away. It went away on these down here, and those are looking fantastic, so I'm just going to kind of leave it alone. I'm a little disappointed though that I've only gotten 1 cucumber out of both of these plants, and you see the flowers here. I've been putting put your finger right in there, then come up, and I do that to all of these to pollinate them. Thank you very much, Ray. Through YouTube and your Facebook channels, I learned how to do this, and I'm pretty sure that's why that guy's growing. So, gardeners helping out gardeners. I like it, and it's worked rather well. So that's my little vegetable planter that I have going, and I'm really really proud of it. This right here was the start to getting me gardening. I saw this at Lowe's and thought, man, this looks really cool. And being from Michigan, everybody in my family grows stuff, so I thought it was time to join them. Let's see, right down here I have some radishes. I have 3 seeds that I just stuck in there, and they're doing really well. I don't know if I'm just gonna pluck. Oh, it looks like, oh nope, there's only 3. They look good. I don't know if you run into this problem too. I was gonna pinch a couple of them out there and just let the strongest one grow, but they all look fantastic, and I don't want to do that, so I may separate them out and put them all each in their own little pot. Here's another little one. I have no idea what that is. I don't know. It might be, I'm going to say that's snow peas. Maybe. I don't know, but I like it. And it's going to stay here and continue to grow. And that's really all I have for the backyard. Over here on this side, you'll see I have a jade plant that I bought, and I repotted it as soon as I bought it from the store into a bigger pot. Added a bunch of water and soil, and this thing's just kind of exploded. It's not getting very high, but it's definitely widened out quite a bit. So I'm a big fan of jade plants. I had these growing up, and they were everywhere in the house, so I've always liked those. Right down here, these are my, I don't know what I'm going to call them. I'm just going to call them lemon plants. You see, I put a little tag there, and I just put lemon seed. I was cooking a dish and used a lemon, and then I saw all these little seeds come out, and I thought, I'm just going to stick these in some dirt. And that's what I did. Unfortunately, I used these pots, which are either going to mold on the bottom or dry out. It's a constant struggle to keep them watered, but I don't think the plants mind at all, because they don't stop. They just go. The leaves are really unique. It doesn't look like any other lemon tree leaves that I've seen yet. You see how all jagged those are and stuff. So, and I don't even remember at this point what kind of lemon it was, but these things are growing. They're definitely getting little thorny spines on them too. So I'm gonna grow them and see what happens. And if one of them looks really nice, I might just have it as a house plant, and I'll probably give the other 3 away. But they're growing good and seem to be happy. So, and then over here, this is my raspberry tree. I bought this the other day from the store and went and bought this big huge pot for it. This is 21 inches around, and for $2 I got this little sunlight, or this little you know, sun activated pathway light, and it turns on at night when we sit out here, and it's probably grown since I got it a good 5 or 6 inches with all new leaves. And I'm gonna here shortly remove these metal stakes I have holding it in, and I'm gonna put a bamboo rod in here, I think, and I think that'll look much better. But it's growing. I don't have any raspberries, but darn if it doesn't look healthy. So that's that married guy's backyard garden. I have to clean this up a little bit. You wouldn't believe all the work I did to this planter. This thing was just a massive jungle of growth. So I went and trimmed most of it, and put up all the lettuce, or the cucumber vines, and so it looks a little bit better. You may be asking what this fence is right here. I just stripped some grass out and replanted it. I didn't want the dogs to walk around, so for the time being I just have that marked off. So this is the backyard. Let's go take a look at the front yard. And now this is the front yard. Seed starter tray, and before all of you email me and tell me how I'm doing it wrong, this is just something I've had around forever, and I haven't had time to do anything with it, so I just had it out here in constant shade, giving it some water. I've pulled out a bunch of these radishes and gave them their own pots, and quite simply I just ran out of room and time. So the other ones are kind of in there being miserable, and they're going to get potted to something else. I just haven't had the time currently. So, and then over here we have a little bit of stuff growing. These are all carrots, little dwarf carrots. They probably don't get any bigger than 3 or 4 inches. I got a whole bunch of them in here growing. I'm not really too worried about spacing. I just wanted to take a bunch of them out of the pots and put them in there just to see what happens. You'll see I have one loose carrot right here. This looks like this is a carrot as well. There's nothing in there. It hasn't grown yet. And I know I'm not growing that correctly. I'm trying different things. I'm brand new to this, and I want to see what works, what doesn't work, and why it doesn't work. So what I've noticed is little seedlings and stuff that I have outside, even if they're in shade, get real leggy like everyone's described, and that's just it's not looking good. It just popped off. So yeah, grow your seeds and seedlings indoors and then move them. Although these radishes look fantastic. So that's the little plot here. Okay, then over here on the other side, let's see, I'm pretty sure that these are some more snow peas. They're snap peas possibly. We're going to say they're snow peas right now. They're growing pretty good. They're not too bad. This is another case if I brought these out way too early. So we're just letting them grow, see what they do. In the back, when I showed you the lemon seeds that I planted, this is just another one right here. You can take a look at that. I don't know. What do you want to show everyone next? You want to show everyone a plant? Show everybody a plant. What's your favorite plant out here? What's your favorite? These are a couple other loose plants that I planted. This was a snow pea and it's just dying. It's not having much luck. I don't even know why I still have it out here. However, I have a single green bean plant that just went crazy. And it looks fantastic. It looks really good. I'm a big fan of this plant. I expect big things for it. So a little aloe right here. And here's the other green beans. And these were grown in seed trays, and then I just planted them into this, $7 flat planter. And they're just doing great. They're really doing fantastic. They look good, nice and green. And yeah, so I think I'm going to have to stake them a little bit. I put a little wooden kebab stick in there to help hold that one up. But those are doing all right. Over here on the other side is one more. I just have some loose stuff. These are the rest of the things that I had sprouted out of the pot. I threw all those lemon seeds in. I have a lot of these all over the house. I think they look cool, but if they turn out cool, we'll find out. So those are them. I think there's a couple other mystery ones that I guess should be lemon seed plants, but I only remember planting, I think I planted 5 or 6 seeds, and I don't know, something like 8 things came out of the dirt, so there's some mystery stuff in there somewhere. So, and the only other stuff that I have here is I have one more cherry tomato plant right there, and I pruned the bottom ones off here so give it some room to grow, and all that energy wasn't going towards the bottom. However, I just got my first flower cluster right there, and everything I've read said everything below the flower cluster you should cut off here and here, but that would make the plant so weird looking. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I kind of like this gathering light for right now, but if you see this and I need to cut these off, please tell me. And then back here we have a couple pots just hiding some more carrots. These ones are actually growing. They're a little young, but there they are, right there. And another one over here. And then the last things I have grown in the other one are... And then the last things I have grown over here are just some more radishes, with the exception of this guy. This guy's another bean, but I just thought I'd put them over here to keep the radishes company. So these get watered quite a bit. A bunch of them have died because they're just too young to be outside, and some of them are doing okay. Don't necessarily think that all of these are gonna make it, but we're just testing. We just put them out here. This little ficus, I just bought this big ficus for like $2 at the store the other day. It's like I can't pass that up. So that's my little front garden area right there. A bunch of this stuff's gonna be going on in the back. I just have some miscellaneous stuff around. Let me show you what I'm growing inside real quick, and we'll go from there.